Hey, everybody. Welcome back or welcome. So, excuse me, I've been giving this command letter a lot of thought, and I, uh, I gave it another review, and I posted it in the documents section on the services page on the website oralhealthwithcannabis.com. So, on the services page in the documents section, you can find the ADA command letter, which is for ADA members. One of the first places I reached out to was the American Dental Association. And the American Dental Association responded that they will not look at this unless a dentist brings it forward. Now, this is serious. We got an average of 15 million root canal procedures in the United States of America every year. The majority of them are caused because of tooth decay. Tooth decay is caused by plaques. Plaques are harmful to human health. In 2015, these pictures came from a dentist office evaluation. The one on the top shows the red from the dye from the plaque disclosing capsules. The bottom picture is 30 days later, after this man used the mouth rinse once a day for 30 days. This dentist wanted to conduct clinical trials. After the raids and the arrest, this dentist went silent. Children die in the dental chair. Now, I've been all over the world with this. I've been sharing my intellectual property and my trade secrets freely. I've been encouraging anybody in the cannabis business to bring this forward. If you're in the United States of America, work with me, finance me, license with me. I've even offered to a couple of processors, just bring it forward. Don't even worry about me. Don't worry about a royalty. Just bring it out there. All right. None of the state representatives here in Michigan are going to do anything about this. Darendon isn't going to do anything about it. Gary Peters, Jack Bergman, Gretchen Whitmer, Gary Schneider, he wouldn't do nothing about it. No, Rick Schneider. Gary Schneider. Rick Schneider, our former governor here in Michigan. This is serious, folks. I've been all over the world. There isn't one cannabis researcher that will do the research documentation on this. The United States government is so damn powerful and puts so much fear out there, no one will bring it forward. That Canadian outfit tried, the United States government froze their bank accounts. About a year later, when they got past that, I finally made it to Jamaica, only to encounter nothing but one problem after another, with things that were pre-approved through the licensing authority there in Jamaica that were no longer any good, right? The main thing was the housing that was being built over the laboratory. They get that housing almost done, and Jamaican licensing authorities, oh, no, we can't have the housing over the lab. I eventually I came back because I was there on my dime. I spent 6 months over there. I was invited over there. I was supposed to be my things were supposed to be arranged for me, but just one problem after another. So it's not like I haven't done things. Look, when after I got notice of allowance, I was under a time clock. I had to file a continuation patent application before the issue of the patent that was being processed. Because when that issues, then everything becomes prior art. So in order to keep the within the lines, that continuation application had to be filed, and it was my last chance for international patents. And so I'm contacting cannabis attorneys. So I found a couple downstate Michigan where there's lots of money, and these two cannabis attorneys became my business partners. Oh yeah, they got half of my intellectual property. What for? To make sure that I didn't get international patents. Yeah, right. I mean, yeah. Oh no, they had big talk, right? I get them in touch with my patent attorney, and together they all screwed me. And then after my patent issued, I get these emails from this guy down there, this cannabis bar attorney, that were just designed to trigger me, because you got to understand that was my last chance for those international patents. And once that patent issued, it's gone. That opportunity for those international patents is gone. So the patent issues, and my two business partners, bar attorneys, uh, never came up with the money for the international patents, and then sent me emails that were obviously designed to trigger me. Your patent didn't issue. We don't have nothing, this kind of talk, paragraph after paragraph, big old long tirade. It was all designed to trigger me. Why? Probably so I would do something stupid. Why? So that they could send the clowns in costumes over here with their handcuffs and their guns and tasers and batons, right? But I didn't fall for that trap. So, uh, they might think they own half of my intellectual property, but we're coming up on 2 years. I haven't heard a word from either one of these guys. Two cannabis attorneys. I got two cannabis attorneys. Will not bring this forward. Made sure I didn't get my international patents. I have been all over the world. The fear that the United States government puts into everyone is ridiculous. You people, you have to stand up and own your authority. Now, I just listened to Jesse Waters come out with this story about the food, how the scientists are bought off to do the research and recommend all these processed foods that are no good for you, and tell you that the foods that are good for you aren't good for you. So some of this stuff started to come out in the mainstream, which is nice. I don't know if this is ever going to come out in the mainstream. My story is so complicated. It's not the right word. There is a lot of history. There is a lot of things that have happened, things that have been done. And the dentists are healthcare providers to the public. They have a responsibility and a duty to provide you with the best service available. So if you can remove your calcified plaques with a mouth rinse, if you can prevent calcified plaques with a mouth rinse, why do you need to go to the dentist to get your teeth scraped? Get your teeth cleaned. If you can remove what causes tooth decay, how much time are you going to spend at that dentist office getting your teeth drilled and filled? Hey, it's industry disruptive to the ADA. It's industry disruptive to the AMA, the American Medical Association. Dr. Thomas Levy says that a root canal tooth is a toxic tooth 100% of the time. He claims he finds oral plaques in the high pressure ventricle of the heart in 90% of his operations. Oral plaques. Where do you think that's coming from? Oral plaques. It's coming from these tubules in the root of your teeth. It's getting into your lymphatic system. Dr. Levy says that it's more effective than a syringe. When those root canals are in a molar, that immense pressure of chewing is more effective than a syringe at delivering those toxins into your endocannabinoid system. So this is serious. This is life and death. This is about pain and suffering. This is about reducing pain and suffering, expenditure, waste of time, pollution, environmental pollution, pollution to your body. So we got to put it on the dentist because I've been everywhere. A dentist needs to recommend this to the ADA because the ADA is not going to listen to me. The National Institute of Health isn't going to listen to me. The National Institute of Health ignored me, ignored my findings, ignored my intellectual property, and funded a study to rejuvenate gum tissue with a study titled Revolutionizing the Root Canal, $1.8 billion. That's $1,800 million. They funded that study in May 2016. The same month I went to jail after the prosecutor had repeatedly said there will be no charges. The prosecutor brings charges. I go to jail the same month. The National Institute of Health ignores my submission, ignores my information, and funds 1,800 million fiat dollars to regenerate gum tissue under a false title, Revolutionizing the Root Canal. You can't say that I haven't gone the extra yard. It's been going on since 2015. These pictures from this dentist are from 2015. You want to see these clearly? Go to the homepage, oralhealthwithcannabis.com. Now, that's what this command letter is about. This command letter is to get these dentists accountable. Countable. All right, quantum grammar, countable. Webster's Dictionary, fiction language, accountable. They're your public service oral health providers. And this scares them to death. Well, it puts the fear into them. All right. So my dentist over here in Mansalona sent me an email, said if I talk about this in their office again, I'm barred for life. The dentist here in Kalkaska, after working on my teeth, I talked with the dentist, showed him some information, crickets. There's two other dentists here in Kalkaska. I walked into both of their lobbies and talked with the receptionist, gave them information, crickets. Here in Kalkaska, with a population of just over 2,000, there's something like 8 marijuana shops, 3 dispensaries, and a lounge. And the commercial part of Kalkaska, the commercial property is full of grows and processors. We have recreational and medical marijuana here in Michigan. I've got a United States patent that was extremely hard won because when the National Institute of Health funding of $1,800 million failed to regenerate gum tissue, coincidentally, about that same time in the fall of 2018, the examiner for my case emails my patent attorney and wants to drop all claims and recommends a claim he believes is going to issue. It's a poison. It's a toxic poison. And what does my patent attorney do? He bills me for all of this. He bills me for all of this and runs me down the rail until ultimately I receive a final office action from the United States Patent and Trademark Office denied. But I fought for that patent and I won it. Very hard won. And that same patent attorney who worked against me again. Now, had I known all of this at the time, I would have been dealing with a different attorney. I would have been saying things a little bit differently. I would have conducted myself a little bit differently. But I didn't know. I was hoodwinked. I was tricked and screwed. So there's very powerful forces that do not want this to come out. Dr. Thomas Levy says toxic teeth are the main cause of the majority of breast cancer. Dr. Thomas Levy claims that these toxic teeth can be a cause of virtually any inflammatory condition. I got a dentist downstate. Was my dentist most of my life. He's, oh, Ethan, this involves cannabis. I can't get involved with that. They're so afraid of the DEA and the AMA and the bar. Because once a bar turns against you, what are you going to do? You're already screwed, even if you got a good bar attorney representing you in that fiction administrative process they call a court, which ain't a court. It ain't a court of law. It's legalese, assumption, and presumption. And it's an enslavement camp. It's a bank. It's a morgue. They only deal with the dead, with the all caps name. When you get the bar working against you, you already had the judge and the defense attorney working against you. And it looks like any client of a bar attorney is the lowest priority. So we got to put the pressure on the dentist. They're the ones that are the medical providers. The evidence is on the homepage of the website. So now what kind of a campaign can we launch on this? I wish we could get First Amendment auditors to go in and talk with these dentist office. We could do email blast for $150 per state. Just about $150 per state. We'd get an email list of all the AMA dentists in that state. Certified mail would be a better way. And we give the dentist some information and a command. Investigate and do one of two things. Either reject it and send evidence of your rejection via email to me. Do your investigation, make recommendation to the ADA, and then email the evidence of that recommendation to me. I say these dentists need to be held to account. All the ones that have interfered need to be held to account. To count. Accountability. So it's posted there. If you want to talk with your dentist, if you want to go in and talk with your dentist and explain this to them and give them that letter, do it. Because we have to own our authority. We have to set things right. The slave system's got to end, people. All right, I'll be back. I got some more videos to make. I got a few more things to say. I did not age restrict this video. Hopefully we get some views out of it. I love you, everybody. I'm fighting for you. I wish you good oral health, good overall health. Happy New Year, and everything that's good in life.